I'm 58 years old, and for the first time in my adult life, I'm calculating how many months I can survive without extra income. If you've always had stable income, always paid your bills on time, never worried about next month's rent, and suddenly find yourself staring at a spreadsheet, calculating your financial runway, this video is for you. Because that's exactly where I am, and I'm documenting every step of building financial freedom from absolute zero. So, 4 years ago, I lost my husband, and I need to be honest, I hadn't worked since we got married. For the first 2 years after losing him, I was barely functional. Grief doesn't follow a timeline, and I was drowning in it while trying to hold everything together for my kids. When I finally started looking for work, reality hit hard. Years out of the workforce, no recent experience, and being in my 50s. And every door seemed to close before it even opened. I tried temp work when I could, but nothing sustainable, nothing reliable. Always working around my kids' schedule and their needs. Some weeks there was income, many weeks there wasn't. I had been the stable one in other ways, managing our household, our finances, making sure everything ran smoothly. I had good credit, some savings. I knew how to manage money when it was coming in. But now the savings are shrinking and nothing is replacing them. So, after 4 years of trying to get back into the workforce, sending out over I don't know how many applications, I kept hearing the same things: gap in employment, overqualified, or just dead silence. Many people never really even responded to my applications. 3 weeks ago, I opened a spreadsheet and did something I'd never had to do before. I calculated exactly how long I could maintain my current life without income, extra income. The numbers stared back at me. It wasn't reassuring. It wasn't even comfortable. It was a deadline. And that's when it hit me. I could keep sending out resumes, trying to explain why I haven't worked in years, waiting for someone to take a chance on me. Or I could do something I've never done before, something that terrifies me, build my own income, create my own opportunity, start a business with no business background, no entrepreneurial experience, no recent work history, and honestly, no idea if I can actually do this. So, why am I sharing this? Why document what might be a complete failure? Because I know I'm not alone. There are hundreds, probably not, if not thousands, maybe could be millions of us, people who had stable lives until everything changed, who took time away from careers for family, for caregiving, for survival, and now can't get back in. Maybe you're a stay at home parent like myself who now needs income. Maybe you left to care for aging parents. Maybe, like me, lost, derailed everything, and you are still trying to find your footing. Maybe you've been out for so long that your old career doesn't even exist anymore. We're not the typical entrepreneurial story. We are starting this journey with different responsibilities: kids who need stability, mortgages that don't pose, health insurance we cannot lose. The stakes feel impossibly high, but apparently we can't afford not to try either. So here's what I'm doing. I'm building 3 revenue streams simultaneously, not because I'm ambitious, because I'm desperate for something to work. Stream one is I'm documenting this journey, every step, every mistake, every small win, creating content that might help others in our situation. And yes, eventually this can generate income through various channels, I'm hoping. And stream two, I am taking all the systems and processes I'm creating to organize this chaos, spreadsheets, templates, frameworks, and I'll share the ones that works. If they help me, they might help someone else. And stream three, this is the long game. I'm studying to become certified in immigration services in Japan. Why? Because it's a field where life experience and maturity are actually advantages. Where helping foreign families navigate complex systems in Japan matters. It'll take months to get certified, but I'm building the foundation now. None of these are get rich quick schemes. This is get stable eventually reality. So, can I be honest about something? I'm terrified. I sometimes wake up at 3 a.m. thinking, what if this doesn't work? I've never built a business before, never been responsible for generating my own revenue for people other than myself. Never had to figure out taxes as a business owner or marketing or any of this. The Gyosei Shoshi exam, that's the exam I'm after. It's one of the harder certification exams in Japan. The pass rate is typically around 8 to 12%, and I'm starting from zero knowledge of administrative law. Some days I think I should just take any job, retail, food service, anything with a paycheck. And maybe I will if I have to. There's no shame in honest work, but there's something else too. A tiny voice that says, what if it does work? What if you could build something that no one can take away from you? What if there's real demand for these services that you could fill? That voice is why I am here, talking to a camera, probably looking foolish, but doing it anyway. So here's what I'm focusing on this week. And if you're in a similar situation, maybe you can do this alongside me. Today, right after filming this, I'm making sure everything is connected. If you want to follow this journey more closely, I write on Substack where you can get a clearer picture of what I'm doing, what I'm building, and thinking through. It's free, link is below. Sometimes it's easier to process these ideas in writing, and that's where I go deeper into the strategies and struggles. I'm working on several things, understanding my real financial runway, figuring out how to position myself when the traditional market doesn't value employment gaps, and diving deep into researching the Gyosei Shoshi profession and the market needs it serves. Every day is a learning curve. Some things work, most things don't, but I'm documenting all of it. And just to be clear, when I share anything about immigration or administrative procedures, it's my research and observations as someone studying for a certification, not professional advice. This isn't about becoming a millionaire, it's about building sustainable income before the runway runs out. So, if you are watching this and thinking, this is me, this is exactly where I am, then let's do this together. I'm not a guru, I'm not even successful yet. I'm just someone who's maybe 1 week ahead of you on this same terrifying journey. Drop a comment and tell me where you are in your journey. Are you still sending out resumes? Already building something? Thinking about it but scared to start? Because here's what I've realized. We spend our whole careers being professional, keeping our struggles private, maintaining the image. But that isolation is part of what keeps us stuck. So I'm choosing transparency, choosing to share the messy middle, choosing to build in public, even if it means failing in public too. So, this is day one of something. I don't know what yet, but I know the alternative. Waiting for permission that's never coming isn't an option anymore. If this resonated with you, if you needed to hear that you're not alone in this, please share it with someone else who might need it too. We're building financial freedom from scratch. No safety net, no plan B, just forward. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.